Belgium. Dirk Van Den Bulck must have been active in the pigeon sport for at least 50 years. He began as the helper of his father Fons, and when he got married, he started racing under his own name. For many years he participated in the sport in a less conspicuous way. For all that, during these 35 years he won champion titles as regular as clockwork. A lot of trophies have already been thrown away or are gathering dust in a dark corner of the attic. Dirk has constantly set the bar fairly high for himself, and his motto has always been, rapidly home or rapidly dead. One thing is for sure, if you apply a rule like that, you certainly have no problem with overpopulation. In 2006, which is not all that long ago, Dirk reduced his colony to only 6 couples. Breeders and racers included. But then his luck turned. It is like a fairy tale, almost too good to be true. At present, Dirk is considered one of the best speed racers of Province Antwerp. It is hard to imagine him not being at the top of the championships on a national, provincial and regional level. When you continue watching you will see that there are real champion pigeons under the roof of Dirk Van Den Bulck. Dirk himself would never have said this, he would say fairly good ones. He showed us the track record of the 261 from Gunterp Range. This bird won 10 times first prize against an average of 2,124 pigeons over an average distance of 337 kilometers. Now that is a real racing wonder, and there is not a pigeon here that can come even close, Dirk said. I had to agree that pigeons with a track record like that certainly are exceptional, and that such achievements are almost impossible to match in Belgium because there are so many fanciers living close to each other. Dirk did not agree. Many fanciers think that they have a Messi in their loft. You can see that in the names they give their pigeons, and thousands of young footballers have a shirt with the name of this Argentinian wonder boy. There is nothing wrong with that, of course, but there is only one real Lionel Messi. Everyone else dreams or lives among the clouds. It is the same in the pigeon sport. There are quite a lot of good lofts, but real champion pigeons are very few and far between. At present, Dirk is enjoying a boom period, and prizes per dozen do not interest him much. For a pigeon to survive in his lofts, they have to win sufficient prizes per 20, and possibly a few times in a season a prize per 100. Dirk is also not very impressed by chain results, and even less by the stunt results of lofts that prepare their pigeons only for a few important races and that you'll barely find on the prize lists for the rest of the season. It will undoubtedly be worth it on a commercial level, but Dirk only counts the individual performance list of a pigeon. Brother or sister of it doesn't give any guarantee. If I can breed one useful pigeon in 4 out of the best breeding couples, I am very content, Dirk says. Stock building. There are 10 couples in the breeding loft. Every bird that shows red or veil, mealy, colored descends from a red hen from Joe's Cools, from Grabendonk. There are also 2 direct pigeons from Leo Heermans and one of Heermans' origin by way of his nephew Mark Van Den Bulck, from Bouwel, a hen from Louis Keersmakers, from Nillen, and 1 cock from Stefan Lambrechts, from Berlaar. For that matter, this last cock is the father of his Olympiad hen. For the rest there is a breeding cock out of joint breeding with Moritz Hossendonks, from Bouwel, and a yearling out of joint breeding with Alois Adjemans, from Gale. In the past, Dirk has also done joint breeding with Rick Breutelmans, from Bouwel, and Staff Boekmans, from Grabendonk. And the original bloodlines of his father's colony are also still present. The stock mother of 2002 had even been racing for the loft of his father. The pigeon family of Dirk Van Den Bulck gained international recognition in 2012, the year when his top-class hen Olympic Rosita BE 12 625 4038. Took the title of first Olympiad pigeon category F in Nitra 2013. Olympic Rosita continued to impress by breeding 2 world-class brothers, Kittel, BE 13 613 9803 and Greipel BE 13 613 9849, which finished in 1st and 6th place respectively in the National Ace Pigeon Championship KBDB Sprint 2013. Greipel, Super Sprint 873, BE 13 613 9873, and a full brother of the grandmother of Greipel and Kittel, have also managed to win the title of first national champion sprint KBDB 2013. This is quite a palmarès for this bloodline. Dirk Van Den Bulck faces steep competition from such champions as Stickers Donkers, Staff Boekmans, Patrick Boeks, Johan Donkers, Joseph Koels, Jeff Lien and Leo Heermans in the impressive Teamverband Union. He always baskets a very small team of pigeons, which is remarkably based on 3 superclass bloodlines. The 3 bloodlines. Blau Leo, BE 614 8378, crossed to Joseph Koels hen, BE 2 621 96 37. Blau Leo is a direct Leo Heermans and his sire is a half-brother of Wondersask that originates from Olympiade Cross Goud Klampj, 2 of Heermans' best breeders. The 63702 comes from the loft of neighboring fancier Jos Koels, and she quickly developed into one of the stock dams of Van Den Bulck. Goat Road, BE 8 613 99 96. Goat Road is the #1 stock sire in this loft, being the sire of Kittel, Greipel, and many more successful racing birds. This cock is also based on a hen of Jos Koels, of which Goat Road is a grandchild. The dam of Goat Road is a 100% Leo Heermans through his cousin Mark Van Den Bulck. She was bred from Nia Rossi Cross Enugsk. Goat Road is the sire of the following pigeons. Broer Goat Road, BE 8 613 99 92, Cross Golden Leo 40000, BE 8 614 0000. Broer Goat Road is a full brother of the top-class breeder we just described, paired to Golden Leo 40000. They are the parents of many great racing pigeons. Golden Leo 40000 is a daughter of Blau Leo Cross Jos Koels hen, which we talked about earlier as well. Broer Goat Road Cross Golden Leo 40000 are the parents of the following pigeons. This is without doubt a wonderfully composed pigeon breed consisting of nothing but champions that were carefully bred from the same bloodlines, with few outside breeds involved. The value of this pigeon family is demonstrated by the excellent results of the Van Den Bulck pigeons in other lofts as well. Feeding. The feed during this season is a diet and sport mixture. Dirk finds most of the byproducts completely unnecessary. He is fairly skeptical about the advertising world as a whole. What he does use is Seticol, a product that supports liver and kidney functions. It produces soft feathers and a good digestion. He also believes that Gervit W from Roonfrede is a useful product. This guarantees a balanced health during the entire year. It is indispensable during the molt, the racing season and during the breeding period, the leaflet proclaims. Regularly, Dirk buys a can of aloe vera gel from fellow fancier Paul Mameerts. This is a natural product intended for humans and has a beneficial effect on the resistance. It stimulates the absorption of vitamins and minerals, and it makes you feel more energetic. Ideal for every person, and therefore not bad for the pigeons, is Dirk's reasoning. If it doesn't work, neither will it hurt, although there is no actual proof to support that. The pigeon that can't flourish on the above and on a healthy diet is disposed of. Natural health and class are the basis of good results. You only realize and believe this when you are lucky enough to have a few champions in your loft. You breed 100 young pigeons and after a few years a few will